Can the ginormous Fuji 8-16 f2.8 lens be used for vlogging? Well, stick around for this video because we're going to test it out. Hey everybody, my name is Jared. Thank you for stopping by to watch this video. If you don't know who I am, I'm a Fuji shooter and I own a media company, and we have chosen to use Fuji cameras for all of the content creation that we do for our customers. So before I go any farther, let's go ahead and jump out to 8mm. Why am I making this video? Well, Casey over at Camera Conspiracies has been looking for the perfect camera, the perfect vlog lens, and he's been talking about this lens, but yet he hasn't even tried it.
The 8-16mm Tony 2.8. It's so heavy and only 2.8. I don't get it. Who's buying that thing? You already had the 10-24. I want to try it, but I know vlogging is going to be so wobbly.
So I said enough is enough. I am going to go out and make this video for him. So Casey, if you're watching, stick around because we may have found the perfect lens for your Fuji X-T4. And speaking of Fuji X-T4, that is what I'm shooting on today. Fuji X-T4, we are in 4K 23.98 frames per second and 400 megabits per second. We're shooting in f-vlog. I have autofocus on, eye autofocus, and you can't see, but if I look over at my little flippy screen, it is doing a really good job of keeping locked onto my face. Now we are also in auto shutter because the front element of this lens is so large, you can't thread on an ND filter, which, let's be honest, who has time for messing with ND filters anyways? Am I right? So you're looking at pretty much auto right now, which is not typically how I shoot, but for the sake of YouTube testing, that is what we are in today. I'm really close to it. Is that enough blur? My rule of thirding good enough for you? Now I want to keep this review rather quick for everybody watching. We're going to be testing out the different types of stabilization on this lens. We're going to be looking for how much tone or bokeh is in the different focal lengths, and how does the corners look? Is it wobbly? Is this lens usable for vloggers? And then what are my thoughts? This is not going to be a review of this lens. I've had this lens for about a year now and I didn't buy it for vlogging. Maybe I'll do a review later. So right now we only have the in-body stabilization turned on, no digital, and this is what it looks like all the way open at 8mm. Now this is, I'm gonna jump to 14 because that's typically where I vlog. I use the Fuji 14 2.8. I feel like it looks somewhat similar. If we jump all the way into 16, this is what it looks like. I don't have my arm completely extended. This is my arm completely extended at 16mm. Now I will say, this lens is heavy. Look how this vlogging set up looks like. We're using the switch pod and a little Rode mic up there, but it is very, very heavy. My arm is so tired, I'm not even joking. I don't vlog with zoom lenses because of how heavy they are. I vlog with, well, primes. So I'm doing my best to walk pretty normal. And I'm curious to do this test along with you. How do the corners look? Is it really, really wobbly? That's one of the huge problems. One of the things that I hate about the Fuji 10-24, that lens has optical image stabilization and it's still a hot mess. And I just can't vlog with it. So this is what we're dealing with this lens. How is the wobble? Now let's go ahead and switch on digital stabilization and let's see if we notice a difference. Look at that sunset, by the way. Man, it's February here in Florida. This time last year I was living in New York. Yeah, I don't miss the snow. We're back. We have digital stabilization turned on. We're walking the same path we did a moment ago, arm completely extended, 8mm. How does it look? Is it wobbly? Is it usable? I'm recording it now, so I don't know if it's usable. This is all the way in. Man, it makes my face look weird. Let's kind of jump in a little bit. Let's jump into 10. We're at 10mm, so we can kind of compare this. Does this look as distorted in the corners as the 10-24? I don't know. We're going to be watching this together, finding out together. So why would somebody buy a lens like this? Well, one of the things that we do is real estate photography and videography, and that's one of the main reasons that we use this lens. Absolutely love it. It's pretty expensive. It's like $2,000. Something that's been popular for a little while now is that Sony came out with the 12-24, and it's supposed to be like the fastest ultra wide lens. Well, Fuji came out with this thing in like 2018. So it's the same focal range as that Sony. So it's an 8-16, which would be like that 12-24. They're both f2.8 constants. This is a crop sensor, so probably doesn't look as blurry as a full frame camera, but overall it's an amazing lens. It is very, very expensive though, and it is very heavy. Do I recommend using it for vlogging? I mean, if you have to, if you have it, if it's the only other option you have. If we're at a commercial shoot and I need a lens to vlog and I don't have my 14 with me, probably grabbing this one. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see a review of this lens, I have tons of footage that I could share as test and sample footage and give you my overall thoughts on this lens, how it performs in video, and maybe I'll do that, but let me know in the comments down below. Or if you're watching this and you see the little thing pop up, maybe I did make a review of it. I hope everybody's having a beautiful start to 2021, and with all the videos that you could be watching on the internet, the fact that you took time out of your day to watch this one, I just greatly, greatly appreciate it. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.